All right, welcome back, everyone. We are on now episode 16 of season 3. Season 3 is going a little bit longer than the other seasons, but that's because there's a lot going on. It's worth it. It's been a while, but as usual, we're going to start with a recap of last time. And I've been told that people need a little bit of a longer recap because it has been so long. And we only had like two sessions. Like, we came back, we had 2 sessions. We were gonna have a third, but then it got canceled. And then we've been off for like a month since then. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been less Aokylan than I would like, but that's okay.
Yeah,
we're getting there. Yeah. So, what happened last time in the world of Aokylan?
Well, as previously spoken about off camera, we know where we ended. We know exactly where we ended. How did we get?
We began last session with a dead. You know what? Maybe we did do 3 sessions. Maybe this is episode 17. Because, no, in any case, last time we ended with an epic battle inside the Diocese of Might. And so we began last session with you guys carrying Alexander's body out of Diocese Might.
And we brought him back to the clock tower.
Which is when Stone met up with the rest of the group because he'd still been vibing with his buds.
Yes, he was hanging out with the Ewoks in Wookiee Village.
Yub.
And
Lyra did not care that Alexander was dead.
I think she did care, but
I don't know about that. She's kind of a frigid bitch.
I don't know if she knew how to process the death of Alexander in the moment. And she did what she always does.
Disappear. Actually, she tried to get us to help her, like we we owed her anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Which we told her to fuck right off with.
Yeah, like, you can go, dude. See ya.
Bye, Felicia.
And then we made the hard decision. We're like, okay, well, fuck it. We thought maybe we mused about going to the Tomb of Isho. We're like, it's probably not gonna work. And then the Tomb of Isho, the altar, shrine to Isho. And then we're like, okay, well, I guess there's the path of rebirth. Like, we can try it. I don't like our odds, but we don't know what's gonna happen because he has a soul. Or had a soul. We really don't know what's going on. So we went, and as we began the first trial, our boy awakens.
Just like pops up.
No memories. Has no idea who we are. Has no idea who
he is.
Thanks for trying to kill him. Is naked.
No, there was a really cool scene where if Alexander were here now with us, I'm sure he would love to, regale us about the tale that he told about his memories.
Oh yeah,
and the strange beast that lurked in his.
But too bad he's not, so we're gonna ignore all of that.
And all of our characters don't know anything about that, so we're gonna sweep that under the rug and come back to that at a later point.
Sure are.
Sorry, continue.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is where I'm drawing a blank too.
If anything else happened before going into the dungeon, was there? Did you hit a shrine on the way?
Yeah,
that's very common.
We did hit a shrine on the way.
Hit a shrine on the way.
And it was. Let me look at my notes real fast.
I did write this down too. Actually.
It was not, or was it Gonsi? It was either Gonsi or Tanakron.
Gonsi was where you found the Ewoks.
Right. Oh no, right. No, I didn't take this one. Right. I didn't take this blessing. That's why.
You did take this blessing.
I did take the blessing? Which one is it?
You did take this blessing.
I've got Vernon, Isho, Taviriel, and Tanakron along with Gonsi. Because I burned an essence to not get cursed, I think.
Did you not take the blessing of Slow On when we went to the gardens?
That's what it was. We had to guard it.
I think I did take that one.
That's right.
I have written down that you took that one.
The coolest challenge ever that I've ever done. Seriously, it was awesome.
We had the Stardew Valley our way.
We had to Stardew Valley.
Yes,
through the
yes,
challenge.
yes. Okay,
It was
I don't have
great.
it recorded. Do you mind giving me that once we're done with the recap, just so that we can keep going?
Well, okay. So the bonus that you got from it was reduced corruption. Reduced permanent corruption.
Yeah. Yes.
And
thank the 8 and 1.
You did not get the
curse, because I definitely did burn an essence, because I'm down to 1. I had to, and I'm down to 1. I must have just not saved my notes last time. Anyway, apologies. So I have 6 blessings.
Yes. Dorian has 3, Anastas has 1, Alexander has 2. Okay, so at that point, after gardening, then you went down to the underground entrance. Oh my gosh, into the archives.
And may we just say, we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what we were doing in that garden.
Was not a smooth process.
As I would expect for the 4 characters.
Yeah, for us, we're like,
yeah.
How do plans work?
Yeah. Not a druid among you.
We made our way into the catacombs once again, into the depths. We had an epic chase from some Feral Najit.
Yeah, you opened the door up and the Feral Najit came out, and you fought the first 3 that came through, and you just ripped through them. Then there was a chase scene as you're running through, like knocking these things off as you're jumping over like sarcophagi and things till you got to the final door. Alexander had to jimmy the lock open. We had bust our way through and then slammed the door closed behind you.
Oh. Yes. So another point of clarification. I think I leveled something up because I'm back up to I'm back up to 36 H. So somehow my character sheet must just not have saved. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so sorry.
Back up to 36. I'm at 36.
Yeah, but I had a chance to level up because I hung out with the bros.
Ooh.
I'm
the bruise.
Oh, I think I remember what it was. I think I leveled Epic of Tyverial to Adept and then used 10 to buy a new song, and I don't remember what it was. So I'm gonna mark Adept in that, which brings me on to 16, and then there was a song that I picked. I don't remember what it was. I've got Tyverial, I've got Isho, and that's it. I think that God, what was the other one that I picked? What's the current list?
That is a great question. I
suppose it would be under lore, no? Oh, maybe not.
No, I don't know that it's in.
Oh, here we go. Items, abilities.
Chorus of the Hearth. Did you take Chorus of the Hearth?
I have Song of the Hearth already. I've had that since the beginning of the game.
We've got Epic of Tyverial, Chorus of the Heart, and Isho's Requiem are the only 3 that I have.
Those are my 3 songs currently, yes.
I don't know that I made another one in Foundry, so if you added a new one, we didn't do the work for it.
Maybe that's part of what happened. I mean, I'm also happy to just sit on that 10 for now. I'm actually at 16, so I can save it for a new level of something.
Level, yeah.
Oh! You know, though,
what's up?
I would need to level up Song Keeping before I take Epic of Tyverial. Otherwise, I take Permanent Corruption because it's Adept, and Song Keeping is only at Novice. So, we're going to learn the Adept of Song Keeping. That's probably exactly what I did. And then I'm waiting to get to 20 to level up Epic of Tyverial to 2nd level. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Apologies again.
That's pretty much what I did with my level up. I got Barulo's Fire, which is like the base for casting spells to avoid permanent corruption and lowers temporary corruption on casts. And then I took Medicus at Novice.
Cool beans.
Which did us no good.
I do remember that I did sing to great effect, which was excellent.
You did, yeah. You used your song keeping to do that challenge. All right. Are there any other like rules, level up type, what your character has going on questions? No? Okay.
No.
Then
I don't think so.
We are going to begin. The archives spread out around you endlessly and into complete darkness. Rows upon rows of disembodied Najit heads, skulls staring blankly outwards, marked in some inscrutable system of catalog. The only light comes from the small candles of altars set between the endless stone halls. Incense floats in wisps above them, filling the room with a heavy, earthen scent cut by the acridity of black sap. Here and there a Najit bundled in robes kneels before an altar, a skull sitting atop it, quietly, in a voice barely louder than a whisper, murmuring about days that have passed. The Najit Theurgs rest with their heads pressed forehead to forehead against the mumbling ancient skulls, so focused, so intently poised, that they do not even notice your passing. The first of these that you that is on sort of the path that you're on, this sort of end corridor, rests an ancient Najit whose bones are crumbling away, whose fingers are now worn to stubs. Their white, yellowing robes spill out onto the floor around them, where dozens of other skulls now rest. Tell it to me again. The story of our liberation. The Najit mouths, nearly in a stupor and filled with religious ecstasy. The skull murmurs back to them, its voice flat, emotionless, and yet you sense the voice to be tired, as if it barely has the will to go on. What would you all like to do?
Consider briefly the existential horror of the space we currently inhabit.
Does everyone remember what we are doing here? We sort of have 3 objectives.
There is a shrine that we're
There's
looking
a
for.
shrine to Rui. I remember that.
Shrine to Rui. Yeah. There is a means of cleansing corruption.
Yes.
And it's.
Oh well, no. We think there may be a way to cleanse corruption, correct? Because the Black Flame lady.
The Black Flame sorceress. Her name is
Yelesnia.
Yelesnia. Yep.
Does anyone need permanent corruption cleansed at this point?
Let me check. See.
I thought you guys were pretty good.
I have 1. So
I only have 1 permanent and 1 temporary right now. I am.
All right.
Well, isn't our temporary now white?
Oh, it should be. Or yeah.
Temporary is we do it for like the day.
Yeah.
So there
kind of
was
like
some
the
from before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm happy at 2.
Okay.
My threshold's 8. I've got a couple casts
with me. Then I gotta fix that. I've been wiping it per session. I apologize for that.
No worries.
So we were looking for the shrine to Rui. We're looking for Yelesnia, and we're also looking for the passage leading to the upper city.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There.
So trying to walk through the front gates.
That is an objective you have, but that doesn't mean that there are 4 objectives because there's another.
Damn
one
it!
Very important.
No. Oh, goodness gracious.
I thought I was so clever there too.
You were
Oh.
very clever.
No one else remembered except you, Peach.
Constantine is trapped in here.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
We gotta go save our boy.
My boy.
Yeah, for sure. So, you got a lot to do.
Yeah.
How do you
Split up,
want
gang.
to tackle doing
A split up gang.
Alexander immediately dashes off into the shadows.
Alexander,
are we-
you go with Scoob, and
Are we playing cardboard
He
cutout?
literally
Alexander,
does
or
have
did
Scoob.
he
He's
get
got
separated
his
from,
fucking raccoon dog thing. Minerva.
So what I will say is that Alexander is here right now in cardboard cutout form.
Okay.
And when you reach Yelesnia, he's going to kind of stay with Yelesnia for the time being.
Okay. Sounds.
Perhaps we
good.
do that.
Perhaps.
Focus on that first.
I feel like in general, our best source of information is the person who requested our presence.
I completely agree. I also think that it seems as though they may be a good source of information about our other objectives in this place.
Yeah. I think
Quick random, I guess, like semi-mechanical question. For Anastas's sake, can any of this black sap perchance be collected?
Ooh.
The black sap here in the archives? Like,
yes.
You're going to go to just like one of the altars and you're going to just steal it?
I'm not saying
like
I'm going to. I'm just
blasphemous,
asking
dude.
if that's a possibility.
Sourcing it is something that I will do. I think that is not appropriate. You can't just stick your hands in like a sensor and pull it out.
I mean,
I
maybe
could.
you can't.
You are welcome
I'm sure
to.
you could. I'm not going to do that.
I think Dorian suggests that and then is curious as to why Anastas is apprehensive.
How would I put this? Would you take food from another's plate with your bare hands?
I suppose I would not, unless I was starving.
It has not the same effect unless given.
So, you're saying that this black sap is
problem
currently
when we
in
stole it.
use by
I
someone
was
else?
good at that.
All that are here. 10,000 eyes lay upon you, Dorian.
Shivers at that.
They're like some of the skulls that are on nearby shelves, like their jaws start clattering, but they don't say anything.
This is a deeply unsettling place.
It is a solemn place for both mourning and learning.
Hmm.
To be...
These are all scholars of the Najit.
They are more like books, trained to a single purpose, a single knowledge, a fact, a story, a song.
How is it organized? Is that something that's obvious to see? Like, are these?
Yeah, so you can see
just
that like
names,
on the
or-
skulls, there's like they've got like some symbols written on them, and then a name, and then also a title, like in quotes.
Perhaps these markings would lead us to your dear Constantine, my friend.
They are sorted by like those symbols, it appears, and titles, not the names.
So we got a Dewey Decimal System in play. Got it.
Of sorts, yes.
First, he would have to be selected for what he would be used to know. There is a process at hand here. And as sure you're aware, the Najit have time.
What does Anastas know about that process?
I would imagine Anastas... Talon is assuming some kind of like KGB re-education system.
Okay, we're on the same page then. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
like there's a place where they're being told a single thing or what their duty is, what their knowledge is. on ad nauseum till it's all they can repeat. So
we're not making this place any better.
It's a grim way of storing knowledge, but
I want to burn this
But
place down.
Anastas knows that they are taught something and that there's a process, but not really what it is.
We ought to keep our eyes out for anything having to do with what the city was like before the Najit came. It may help with finding...
Do I know anything about the layout here? Can I make a...
You expect to find skulls from that time?
Perhaps not.
Not necessarily from that time, but perhaps a historian titled Skulls that would have more information about that time.
Such things would be quite rare and quite restricted.
It is a curious topic. I wonder what your interest is in it. There is
like spin around.
There is a Najit cleric standing behind you. He has like thick silken robes that like kind of come off in like huge like ribbons kind of off of him. Or rather them. What is your interest in the city prior to our coming?
How visible am I at this moment?
How visible do you want to be?
Not at all, if I can help it.
Not at all visible. Got it. Okay. So we are assuming that Dorian and Anastas are visible right now.
Nope.
And Dorian's definitely clearly wearing that Najit ring.
The ring. Yep. Yep.
Because
Absolutely.
It would be silly not to.
Yeah, as is Alexander because he's not here and can't argue.
Do you want to play Alexander?
No.
Okay.
No.
Anastas of
the page
House...
here is a great curiosity for many things. However, trite.
I see. It is not often that we see one Pravoslav of Diocese Might here in the lower archives. Can I help you find something? Does Theodrana know that you are here?
I have not believed we sent word.
She should be notified. She would want to know that you are here. Shall I fetch her for you?
We are here on invitation, I assure you. I was simply humoring my young page's curiosities. This is his first viewing of the Grand Library.
I see.
It is spectacular.
And Yelesnia, Theodrana knows that you are here?
As I mentioned, we were sent for. We are on our way to see Yelesnia.
I see. Do you know the way, or have you become lost? The archives can be labyrinthine.
It's been many moons since I've walked these halls. A bit of guidance may be of many great thanks. I got carried away showing these two young ones around.
I am 100% ready to smash this guy.
Just like with hammer.
The stick,
above.
yeah, the stick is like the next wrong thing that comes out of that mouth. This guy's getting pulverized.
Understood.
What do I know about Theodrana?
So Dorian, make vigilant check for me. And cunning check from Anastas.
Cool.
Nope.
All right.
Nobody knows. Never heard of her.
Oh, Theodrana's the Archbishop.
So you have not interacted much with Theodrana at all, and that is for good reason. She doesn't get out much. She doesn't interact with a lot of the other dioceses very often. you get the sense that she is I don't want to say that she's a figurehead, because she's not. She's very much in control of what's going on. But she's a... Man, you also failed this check by 4.
I did. So
you don't
okay.
know a whole lot about her. You know that she doesn't get out of the diocese very often, but you've never really known her to step out of line either. She's not a person that like makes a loud name for herself. Even when she's around, she's not a large presence in the room. She's a little...
follows the rules, but she's a little weird and a hermit.
Yeah. Here's what I do remember just from things that we've picked up is that this was one person whom Nadim thought is potential for an ally, or at least has not signed on to the...
Seems to be a pretty neutral party overall.
Nadim said that it needed to be explored because he wasn't sure. But that's because he and I guess I'll give this to you. Nadim believes that she, above all, wants like security. She wants to be on the winning team. And so if things aren't looking good for the Pontiff, she might jump ship.
Got it. I know we have a habit of splitting the party. It might be prudent that you guys go find Yelesnia and I take the opportunity to greet Theodrana.
I'm 100% sold on this idea.
What's that?
I'm 100% sold on this idea.
So that we don't get in trouble. And I can also get this guy away from us.
Sorry.
What's that?
Did Yelesnia send for all of us or just Anasta?
Yelesnia kind of sent for Dorian, really.
Dorian, yeah. Oh. Yes, that's true. So that is what I think where we go forward with this.
There's only one dude here, though.
Yeah.
Us. Well, he's not going to let Dorian and Alexander.
He might. You were sent for.
I guess there's a non-zero chance that he will.
So I will. Let's move forward with the conversation. So Anastas addresses this gentleman. Scholar, I did not catch your name.
It is Vesnaya.
Vesnaya, well met. Now, we could use your guidance, should you be so kind.
Of course.
I have to drop the 2 pages off with Yelesnia, then I must have my meeting with Theodrana. Would you mind walking with us a while?
Yes, of course. Yelesnia's chambers are going to be in the High Priest's quarters near the top of the archives. It is a bit of a walk. Tell me. So he's right this way, and he leads you to a long spiral staircase that extends up past the lower archives and into the High Priest's chambers near the top. And as you're walking, he just brings up, so, as I said, it is unusual. Times are strange as they are. Might I know the reason for your visit, or is it a private matter?
I wish you no offense. However, my dealings with Theodrana are of a...
He does not seem concerned at all by that. He says, Of course, I understand. It was mere curiosity.
These two are interested in becoming one such as you.
Ah.
We have two perhaps new initiates for the order.
It is a noble profession. a calling, some might say. What has drawn you to it? He addresses Dorian. Dorian,
I am so
can you make
ready.
me a well, okay, say what you're gonna say, but just know that you're gonna be making a deceit check or whatever it is in this.
Yeah, so Dorian kind of changes the pitch and his tone of his voice a little bit. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in the pursuit of knowledge, you see, and the histories of this great city and the liberation of our kind.
All right, so you can have favor on that discreet check. That was pretty good.
Awesome.
However, Stone, hearing
Yes.
this voice, I also want you to make a discreet check to stifle that laugh.
Oh no.
Yes,
I'm so happy for
very
you.
convincing.
Are you ready? Are you ready for a discreet 5 check, baby? Oh, I missed it by 1.
What?
By 1.
What was that? The cleric sort of like looks around. And
looks around too, like
he points at one of the skulls and he says, "I'm watching you," and then he continues to go on.
Good.
Oh my god. What japes we get up to.
So you climb to the top of this staircase and into the better lit, more formal areas of the of diocese knowledge, and into a wide circular chamber where there are many like chambers coming off of them, and this is the high priest's chambers. There's sort of like a central courtyard, and then all of them sort of go off. And in fact, as you are walking through this like courtyard area, Yelesnia strides through the courtyard and sees you. Approaches you.
Is Yelesnia still like crazy black flame version
In
Yelesnia?
fact, she is. Yes, her skull is radiating black flame right now. And when Viznaya sees this, they're sort of taken aback. Madam Yelesnia, he's stumbling over his words, and she just sort of waves her hand, and he quickly bows, backs off, and turns around and leaves.
Okay.
And she says, "You finally made it."
It was no great effort.
Come, we have much to discuss. And she guides you into her chambers, one of these offshoot chambers.
God, I kind of want to go smash that guy because he's probably going to go tell the head lady that we're here.
No, we were greeted by Yelesnia. Right? Like, I feel comfortable with it. I don't think we should smash that guy at all. I mean, you're free will. But...
Also, to be clear, the way that this spell works, you guys can see me. The only things that can't see me are things I consider to be enemies, I think is the wording of the spell.
So she can definitely... Well, are you visible to her or not?
Let me look at the wording and make sure I'm not crazy. It says, can remain undetected by subtly turning the enemy's attention elsewhere, can fade from, let's see, and we've got this up to adept, so let's read that. Can fade from the perception of all nearby enemies and remain invisible until the mystic makes an attack or takes any kind of damage. I don't think she can see me.
Okay. So, she holds the door open for Anastas Dorian, and Alexander. And then she keeps the door open and she stares directly at you, Stone. And she motions for you to come in.
And Stone is just kind of unexpected. And he walks inside.
She closes the door behind her. And in her chambers, you find a litany of scrolls and skulls on shelves. There's a desk. One moment. Oh, okay. And at the center of it
Mike
all...
didn't get any of that.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the groan at the end of the sneeze.
Yes.
So at the center of her chambers is a brazier of fire. This fire is black and white, wisps of colorless flame that fill the area with light, but no color. Everything appears as if in black and white, in these chambers. Around the brazier are a few scholars of order, who are, some of them have tomes open in front of them. They're sitting on cushions.
Order?
I'm sorry, of knowledge. Knowledge. They're sitting on cushions and things and analyzing texts that Yelesny has gathered. And Dorian, you immediately note that these are written in Loken script, in Old Loken script. These are Indaran texts. Come, have a seat, she says, pointing to some open cushions, and then she sits herself. I thank you. If such is your wish, we have very little time. Much to do. So, you have come to Diocese of Knowledge, and I welcome you. There's much that can be gained here, much that can be learned. But we have things that need doing.
I am eager to learn.
You have a task set before you. I can tell you that your squire right now is in processing. If you are to save him, you will need to go find him there. It is, for one who has not been there before, it can be a harrowing experience. Prepare yourself.
To remove my squire from the processing, or do I carry any weight with your blessing, or must I speak with Theodrana? And I have questions about her as well.
You will find that the situation in Diocese Knowledge, though it does not look tense, there are strings being pulled even now, and my will is, in some corners, no longer sufficient.
So, what chance do we have beseeching Theodrana for aid?
I do not think that you will find an ally in Theodrana now. She is frightened, as she always has been, and with that, her grip has tightened around every cleric here. I am sure that even now, that cleric who brought you here is reporting back to her.
Called it. I called it.
Stone, ready the stick.
I was ready previously.
Was the answer. We've seen by my actions where that gets us. what does Diocese knowledge know of the situation of the pontificate and the archdiocese?
Diocese knowledge is a complicated affair. Some of our clerics are lost in thought and contemplation, and have been for years and years, and they will never be able to. They will never pull themselves out of it. Things that happen outside these walls, they will never know. And it is by their choice.
And what of you?
I make it my business to know. Others, like those here, have seen fit to follow me on that journey. And
I think you
are going to
misunderstand.
follow me a little farther.
You misunderstand my question, priestess. I meant to ask, what do you know of our current affairs?
What do I know? I know what we have discussed so far, that you are on a path that was set down by beings that came even before us. I know also that the Pontiff very much wants you to follow this path. However, he does not want you to walk through the door that will be opened once you do.
Delightfully cryptic.
He will try and stop you, but not yet.
Does Theodrana know, or does Order know, that the pontiff used the Golar spear to kill the triumvirate?
This is news to me. I do not know if it is news to Theodrana or not, but it is a terrible blow if it is true.
We witnessed it with our own eyes.
It is more than true. I elucidated Diocese might during their contemplations. It was not taken well. Some have blamed me for the death.
I see.
I am a fugitive now in the High City. I am a fugitive now in the Orthodoxy.
That much is regardless of whether this death was pinned on you or not.
I am refusing to play the Pontiff's game, and those who are straying from our path.
I think that in the end we are all playing the Pontiff's game, whether we want to or not.
Perhaps it is so. Regardless, I feel I may still seek audience with Theodrana. Would such a meeting be arranged?
I would advise against it. I would sincerely advise against it.
What can you tell us about this process that they are currently putting Constantine through?
It is being rewritten. And
I could not have put it better myself. Everything that is Constantine is being taken out, so that what they want will remain. I can tell you that what they want to remain is very little indeed.
I will say I could retrieve Constantine with little impedance based on your forces here in knowledge. However, they know I am here for you. I wish not to further besmirch your station.
You do not need to worry about that.
So, is your recommendation I go pluck my boy out?
I would do so as soon as you are able to do.
Well,
Stone that is shattered upon the Song of Isho. You will find Rui's shrine just outside the forbidden archives on the lowest levels on the western side. I will say that you will not be the first person to enter the forbidden archives even today. But that is where you will find it, and I trust a person of your wisdom should have no trouble opening the door. I will say make sure that you choose the right skull when you do so.
Who are you, really? Why are you doing what you are doing now? How did you know the prophecy and where to find that black flame you now carry within yourself?
That is a difficult question to answer. Part of the answer is that I am the flame. And that is why I know what I know. Part of the answer is that who I was has been seeking answers for a very, very long time. And some of those answers were found in the archive that you are headed to right now.
And
as for why I am doing this?
To what end? Yes.
There's a better future out there for all of us, and I will not allow the short-sighted people who are driving this city into the ground to continue for a moment longer than they need to. Because if they do...
what of my people?
And your people are also involved in this world, are they not? And if we are to save the world, we will save them and us.
What exactly is your plan to save the world now that you do have this black flame?
First, we must burn away the corruption where it exists right now, and that means taking care of Pontifi Stolt and ensuring that he is not able to go through with his plans. From there, you are going to pass through a door, and beyond that door, you are going to find answers. And though I do not know what those answers are going to be, I have a clue. And I believe that we are going to know much more once you pass through that gate. From there, we are going to need to devise a cure for the corruption, or at least a preventative measure for it, that will allow both Najit, humans, and Hadra to exist in this world together. And I think that the flame will provide an answer to that question.
You know of a way to cure corruption out of humans as well?
Pyromancy has the ability to burn away corruption, yes.
As we have seen.
Yes. And you should know that pyromancy is not meant only for Hadra. Though you and I are the only two non-Hadra to wield flame, it can be done.
Do you know why you and I are capable of doing this?
I think that we both touched the flame when we were not supposed to touch the flame.
What
flame? The flame works through us. We do not control it. It controls us. I think chosen and compelled to wield it.
That is not a comforting thought.
No, it's not. What are those texts you have there? The ones in Old Loken?
Yes. I am sharing the gift of flame with those who are willing to learn it.
You're capable of doing that. You can teach this to other Najit?
Yes. Of course.
He's bamboozled by this. How?
Little one, you come from a world where people do not have the inner soul required to manipulate the forces of corruption, magic, flame. I do. It is not so far a jump from the works cast by the Najit to those cast by the Indara. If one has a little creativity.
Ever more curious.
And continually not comforting thoughts.
You've come to us, you approach our kind with such fear. Stone shattered upon the Song of Ishu.
Yes.
Perhaps
I
you
do.
have your time in your temples. You did not see your kind acting as slavers and barbarians, savages against men.
My time in my temples, Anastas. You do not remember where I come from clearly.
I am saying the Najit are not the
You are
only.
not always correct, Anastas. And let us simply leave it at that. You have your beliefs, and I still have mine. I believe we are working towards the same end, but by different roads. And so no, I do not trust this thing. But I will follow you for now, until we find the road that we should follow.
What would that be?
I do not know yet.
Ridding this world of
Else,
corruption
we
for
would not be having this conversation.
Perhaps I can earn your trust then. Have I not shown you the path to at least one more of these shrines? Is
You have.
that not a path that you wish to walk?
Forgive me, my malice is not at you. It is at what your kind represents to me, not to my people, but me personally. So,
that if we are going to
I
walk
may
this
never-
path,
I may never forgive you, your kind. But that does not mean I will not walk alongside you towards that same end. Prove me
I wish
wrong.
that more people thought as you did, Stone.
As do I.
Stone, you have your task. Anastas, you have yours. And Dorian, you and I have much to discuss in private. So, unless there are
I
any
will
other
find you
questions,
here.
you can find me here.
And Dorian will be safe.
Dorian will be safe, as will Alexander. Something has happened to him. I'm going to have
Yes.
one of my people see about mending some of the scars that have
As you
left
know,
by this.
I will not make friends accomplishing my task. Our time will be short once I return.
Agreed.
Is order allowed on the premise? Do they have
Everyone is allowed
stationed?
access to the archives, but Theodrana's eyes are everywhere. want to know
Does
why
Order
you...
have anyone stationed in...
House Order does not have jurisdiction here. They even should they come, unless they were
would it
invited.
not serve our purpose if Order were to come here uninvited? It seems her fear is directed at anyone that may be disturbing the balance of this place.
That could very well be.
Food for thought.
I will be on my way. Dorian, Alexander, Stone. I will return shortly.
Anastas.
I
Go
must
safely, friend.
use the bathroom.
Okay.
I also need to pee.
Stone, are you going to
Burp.
head down to...
I am going to go to the Shrine of Rui.
Okay.
Yeah, I will head down to the Forbidden... Or I will go to where I am directed.
That sounds good. Let's take 5, though, and we'll be back, and we'll start with Dorian.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, and we are back. And so at this point, Stone and Anastas have left the chambers, heading for their respective the processing area for Anastas, and the Shrine to Rui for Stone, leaving Dorian and Yelesnia in her chambers. As you sit there, she goes around and she begins with her hands lighting some candles, not with regular flame, with the black and white black flame, with which she is adept.
Now, did you say there was like one special like brazier that she had lit?
Yep, it's in the center of the room.
Is there any noticeable difference between that fire and the ones around, like on the sconces or whatever, around the room that she's lighting now?
Nope, same flame.
Okay. Just... So, how exactly can pyromancy cure corruption? Because it happened to me when I stepped into that flame near the Emperor's chambers. I saw it disappear. I need to know, how can we cleanse corruption from people? I have loved ones that are in dire need.
Dorian, the first lesson that you should learn about pyromancy is that the flame is anathema to corruption. They are diametrically opposed. Fire is the energy of life. Corruption is its antithesis. It is entropy and decay. Both warp the soul, but through focus, one can learn to burn away the rot and keep the soul intact. This is always a temporary process, Dorian. Corruption will always return. The flame can keep it at bay for a time. Dorian, do you know where the flame came from?
From Barullo, as far as I know.
But do you know where Barullo got it from?
I think Dorian does know, but Peach does not remember. I think I've heard the tale before, but
Fire...
by all means, remind me.
Of course. Fire, like all power, was stolen. In this case, from chaos. From the great uncontained flame that gives all things life. It is foretold that the world will end in fire. This is when flame will usurp the unknowable, claim dominion. But flame always comes with a cost. Dorian, why did you choose to walk this path? Peachy broke up there, I didn't catch any of that.
Oh, I'm not entirely certain that I did choose to walk this path. It feels more as though it was thrust upon me.
And yet you chose to seek me out. You choose to
As
seek the flame.
as would anyone with a semi-sane mind when flames started spouting from their fingertips. I don't understand why it's happened to me. I've studied Indaren all of my life, and I don't even understand how they are able to wield it.
It's interesting that you mention what any sane person would do. For I think that if you knew but a little more, you may think that a sane person would walk away from the flame and not towards it.
Then why do you? Why did you take... That was the closest thing I have seen to being able to cleanse corruption, and you snuffed it out. Why? You stole it, you swallowed it, and turned it black.
First off, Dorian, you will learn that all power is stolen. None of it is gifted. Second, I did not mean for what happened to happen. I knew that there was power in the flame, and I wished to understand that power. I did not know that in the vacuous space where my life had been, the flame would fill it. Alas, here we are. And in the filling of that vacuous space, I have learned many things. And I know now that I must use the tools that I am given to make the world a little bit of a better place. Right now, the flame is one of those tools.
And I suppose you could say that I'm doing the same now. Now that I've been given this tool, blessing, curse, whatever you would like to call this art of pyromancy, I want to be able to use it for the betterment of others. To root out corruption, to heal.
It is a noble goal. Tell me, what do you know of what became of Barullo after he stole the flame?
I do not know. It wasn't all that long ago that I thought he was just part of a mythos. I had no idea he had any kind of tangible presence in this world.
He does, and he does not. As I said, flame comes with a cost. The flame works through you, and it will burn away everything that you are if you allow it. It will eat you up from the inside, purge you of everything that is not flame, until you are but a husk, a vessel for the flame. The most adept practitioners of fire magic are nothing but tools for the flame itself. Is this the path that you want to walk?
If it means helping the world at the cost of who I am, then it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Very well. I can teach you the right that you are looking for. But it will take some time. Do you have something to write notes?
He busts out his crayons and paper stack.
Let us begin. All right. So I apologize that I do not remember the name of this ritual off the top of my head. But there is a pyromancy ritual that does remove corruption, permanent corruption. Let's see if we can find it.
Fire.
I do not think. I think I'm gonna have to find it in the book itself. I don't think I remembered to put it on the.
Got it.
On the list. Rituals.
Fire soul?
No, not fire soul. Purging fire.
Purging fire.
Yep, purging fire. It is a theurgy. Okay, purging fire. When performing the ritual, the mystic prepares itself with song and prayers before climbing onto a burning pyre to cleanse its body of corruption. For each turn the theurg stands in the fire, it suffers 1d6 damage. If a resolute minus damage test is passed, 1 point of permanent corruption is removed. If the test fails, the mystic throws themselves from the pyre and the ritual is interrupted. Performing the ritual costs 1 point of experience, whether or not it is successful. The mystic cannot perform the ritual for someone else. He or she who performs the ritual may benefit from the purifying effect. That does mean you would have to take Ritualist as an ability in order to get access to it.
But I can't use it to cleanse the corruption of someone else?
Not yet, no. Baby steps here, Peach. You're first learning how fire and corruption interact.
It's not something that's listed in here for me to grab.
I believe that I could grab it for you.
Powers and rituals. Secret abilities?
No. I will move Purging Fire. We're gonna duplicate it, and it gets now put into. Yeah, I guess we'll put it into powers and rituals would be the place for it.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to.
Let's fix that. Okay. Now, what do we want to do next?
Oh, is it in there already? I just don't see it.
Oh, I just put it in there. I might have to do the thing where I
reload
figure ownership.
Oh, well, we can handle that later.
There.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Continue. Oh.
So, we're gonna do Anastas next because Stone is not here.
as it would seem.
Okay.
That's
Sounds good.
I think that's what the plan was.
I think that makes sense. All right, so Anastas, you follow Yelesnia's directions down into the archives in the middle chambers, and off into a far section. Let me find the processing chamber. All right. The large iron and wood door, the reinforced door that closes off the processing chamber from the rest of the archives, is closed. But when you approach it, you can hear the sounds of shouting coming from the other side, muffled.
Is the door open?
The door is unlocked. You are able to walk through it if you wish.
I open the door.
The first thing that you hear is screaming. Agonized, unholy screaming. Before you are in a room with various tables and small altars, small versions of the ones that you have seen outside, each with a Najit skull on it. All of them are in varying levels of decay and age. So far, they have been marked only with their names. And in front of some of them are Najit clerics wearing the silken robes of knowledge, speaking slowly and monotonely to them. Although it is clear that many of the skulls here are in complete agony and do not want to, are not capable of, or are going mad from this process.
They're the ones that are screaming.
Correct.
And then there's clerics here. Is there anyone seemingly overseeing this process, or is it's like a 1-to-1 ratio of like cleric to skull?
Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 ratio of cleric to skull, and then there are like a whole bunch that are like sitting on shelves that are like not doing anything right now. But when you enter, the one at the front, like sort of closest to you, turns around and then does a double take when he sees you, scrambles backwards, and stands up, saying, what are you doing here?
I walk really, really close to this guy, and I tower immediately, like inches away from him. There is an applicant here in error, one that belongs to me, and I will be returning with it.
Can you make a persuasive check? And this is intimidation, so you can use your thing. You get do you get favor on it or a bonus?
I get
or
+1. Yeah, +1.
You get +1. Okay. You also have favor on. You're gonna have +1 and favor because this guy is terrified right now. Hey.
It bears the symbol of Sant Orlinda on its cheekbone, a filigree given by me personally.
Yes, of course. I will go find it immediately. And
you will take me with you.
It must be here somewhere. And he's kind of like just like in looking through the shelves that are sort of right next to you. So it's not like he's run off into a back room. He's okay. Right there, but he's just kind of like looking through what they have available.
It would have been brought before you within the past moon. 2 days?
Yeah. So while he is looking, you make a vigilant check. All right.
I succeed.
Ooh. Okay. You notice a number of things. First off, is that a few of the skulls that are sitting here are already categorized. So they already have like the Dewey Decimal System
Sure.
on them,
Mm-hmm.
which seems weird.
Okay.
Because your understanding was that they would not be sorted until they go through this process.
Mm-hmm.
It's as if they have brought in skulls that were already in the archives back here to be reprocessed.
Curious.
The second thing that you notice is the skull that this cleric was working on, you recognize.
I do.
Yes. This is Archbishop, or should I say, the ex-Archbishop Dominican of Purity.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cleric,
Yeah.
you know with whom you are working on, I presume.
Yes.
For why?
The look on his face becomes even more terrified as he realizes that you were previously in Diocese Purity before going to Might. Yeah. Yes. I'm just following orders.
Orders from
Theodrana.
Theodrana had you rewrite, rescript, not even rescript, is having you process an archbishop into a tome. And this did not disgust you? You did not perceive this blasphemy when it was put before you?
We won't speak. He's completely silent. I can't get anything out of him anyways.
Why would you? You are beneath his station. You know well this.
I'm just doing what I was told.
And you will continue to do so. Find my Constantine.
Dominican starts chuckling.
I will kneel before Dominican. How you? I apologize to address you with such disgrace.
Dominican falls still. As he had been, the skull had sort of been like sitting there. You rolled a very good vigilant check. The skull, as it was sitting there, it looks irate. It looks angry and stubborn and unwilling to do anything that they are asking of it.
All right. Well, I will sit there for a while with Dominican. I will be removing you from this place as soon as I find my squire.
To what end?
Well, the one you have been replaced, the one that has supplanted you, the one that usurped your station.
Valinir
is working with forces much darker than one would consider appropriate.
They all are. There's nothing left of this city. Nothing left of what we were. Let them put me into their archives.
I find such a thing would be a waste, for these archives will be put to a much grander purpose, should I have my way.
It is irrelevant. You are irrelevant. Nothing matters anymore.
Oh, Dominican, what have they done to you?
What have they done to me? They ripped me of everything that I was. They ripped me of everything that I had worked for. All in pursuit of their blasphemy, of their carnal pursuits.
The flesh has tempted them deeply.
That is not just the flesh, but yes. You cannot stand against them. Do not try.
And I have. I slayed Nikitas last night.
Nikitas is the least of your concerns. And if you think that you can stand against the Pontiff, you're a fool.
Likely said something about me when I left for Diocese Might, and again when I became a Provoslov.
You see that over there? They are rewriting the histories. Do you know how? Do you know what they are rewriting out of our history?
I know not.
The Pilgrim. They are removing every reference to her. And soon, she will only be a memory.
How infuriating.
Isn't it just? And to top it off, do you know what the Pontiff is capable of? Do you know what he is working on up in that little shop of horrors of his?
I've seen my share.
Do you know that Istolt now holds the power to control every lost Najit in Karstop as an extension of his own will? He is going to be a god, Anastas. He is going to be a god, and no one is going to stop him. God knows I tried.
These halls are filled with the songs and stories of those who have gotten in my way. And I am happy to tell you, Dominican, since our last meeting, I have seen a god fall. This will be no different. You may not believe me, and maybe they have crushed the hope from your old and storied mind. But this will not go without effort. This will not come to pass without great opposition. Nadim moves against the Pontiff. I move against the Pontiff. High Priestess Celestia moves against the Pontiff.
You notice that the screaming in the room has stopped, and all of the knowledge clerics are staring at you. One of their jaws is just like down.
Does my words bring you trouble here, great blasphemies?
As you scan the room, your eyes go to the door where Archbishop Theodrana is now standing.
Oh.
All right, Stone. Don, are you back yet?
Roll initiative, I guess.
I am back yet. Indeed.
Excellent.
I
Okay.
caught the tail end of that.
Okay. So, Stone, you are headed invisible, correct?
Yeah. Well, again, undetectable, but otherwise invisible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Invisible to things I consider enemies.
Which right now, kind of everything.
Kind of everything.
Maybe Anastas included.
Yeah,
Who knows?
A little bit of everything. Yeah. I don't, so actually, that's what Stone is. As Stone is walking to this place, he's actually like, he's kind of coming down a little bit off of the heat that he was feeling, and is sort of like ruminating on a lot of things, but particularly in focus on like going to see Rui, the god, like, you know, the logic, and
yeah.
especially kind of focusing on something that what's her face said. I can never remember her name. What's the lady we were just talking to?
Yelesnia.
Ilvastra?
Yelesnia.
Thank you. Jesus, I don't know where that came from. Yelesnia. About how Stone is wise and should be okay, and to him, a wiser person would not have reacted the way that he did to what Anastas said.
Ooh.
Nor to anything that was said in that previous conversation that caused him very grave misgivings. And so that is what he is mulling over in his mind as he walks, because obviously, like, Anastas and Yelesnia have shown nothing but being committed to making things better, and he still holds such a deep-seated mistrust of their entire race that it is very difficult for him to parse.
Sure.
That old blood in you.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even like because of the Hadron thing. That's why I mentioned knowing the past, because, like, you know, he doesn't really care what the Hadra think. It's more of how he was treated because of the actions of the Najit.
Around the corner, you come to a long corridor that ends in another of the altars, surrounded by skulls. This one, however, is devoid of candles or incense. It is entirely unadorned, stark and cold, and surrounded by shelves of unmoving skulls. On the floor around it, you see an engraving of marble that is set out from the stone-tiled floor. And as you get closer, you make out a single, slightly curved horn set upon a face that is blank like a shield. You recognize this face as the face of Rui, the Law.
Mm-hmm.
The emotions and stress and questions of that encounter that still linger don't come to your mind because you weren't there at all. Stone was not in Arcade Evo when that happened.
Nope. Has absolutely no connection to Rui in any way.
No idea.
Nope. In fact, I would assume knows what happened, but was not there.
Was not there. No, has heard about what happened.
Yes.
But crucially knows the Aoka and knows the face of Rui when you see it.
Yes.
As you recognize the symbol, you feel an awareness, a beckoning for a response, sort of ineffable yearning in this room.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
So Stone recalls what Yelesnia said to him, and that he would need to pick the correct skull while we were doing this thing.
Yeah.
And he's a little... What's that? What'd you say?
Didn't say anything.
Oh. Gotcha. And he's a little confused by that, because to him, the only skulls around him would be skulls of Najit, and he is uncertain what the skull of a Najit would have to do with a Hadron practice or a Hadron shrine.
Pretty racist of you, but okay.
Well, no, not because of that. No,
it
because
makes
of
sense.
the time.
It makes sense. Yeah. Yes, it makes
because
sense.
of the time. I didn't mean for it to be like that. No, it's literally because like a shrine to Rui would have existed long before it was a Najit city.
Sure. You were also there at the shrine to Prentha, and that has taken on a completely different form since the
That is
destruction of
true.
the city.
That is true. Weird stuff.
Yelesnia also mentioned that there's been a lot of traffic down here recently.
Mm-hmm.
This raises, oh man, for Player Don, this raises a lot of interesting and weird questions about the nature of this place.
So beyond
or
the
perhaps the nature of these shrines.
Beyond the altar, so there's like a few shelves with skulls here, but there is behind it a large wrought iron gate that does not have a door. But beyond it, you can see not only books and scrolls, but also Najit skulls. There
They
is
said that this was also the entrance
to the Forbidden Archives.
So it's also in... And it's so that's behind the altar?
Yes.
Bizarre. Well, he's gonna...
You are heartened
have to pick
see that
skull.
some of those tomes and things are Aoken. This is probably where they have been getting, or Hadron. This is probably where they've been getting some of that Hadron information that they've been. But the other thing you know is that this archive was supposed to be filled even before the Najit got here with tomes and scrolls. And what you see beyond this gate is certainly not enough to fill all of these halls. And you single Indian tier for all of the lost knowledge.
The knowledge for the Library of Alexandria,
Yes.
So based on all of that information, he is going to look and see if there are any... So the thing that I'm specifically looking for here is anything relating to the categorization system of the skulls on the shelves that he might be able to glean what he's looking for.
You're like looking at the skulls, or are you looking at the altar? Or...
I'm going to look at the altar and like the area around the altar. I'm just kind of curious to see if there's any indication at all of where to begin.
The altar is incredibly bare. It doesn't have, like, all of the other altars that you've seen have had, like, engravings on them and writing, and this is old. It is original. You can tell that from the lack of that, like, gaudy gold Najitness
right, the
on it.
The Najit vibe.
Yeah. This is clearly original, and nothing has been done with it. There is no writing. Everything is completely smooth.
But there has to be some interaction. So the gate that doesn't have a door.
Yeah.
Is it connected to some kind of mechanism, or
not that you can see?
I'm just trying to suss out what connection, if any, there is between that door and this altar. Because she said that it was on the way. She didn't say that it was the way in. So I don't know. I'm trying to suss out, again, kind of where to begin and whether or not there's a connection there that I need to explore.
You do not see any obvious connection between the gate and the altar.
Okay. So there's no reason for me at this moment to believe that they interact in any way. I'd like to look at the skulls
other than that the altar is
altar
sitting right in front of it. That's the only
right in front of it, right? Yeah. Which again would imply a connection, but I don't know what. It would make sense that you'd have to pass through the shrine to get into the forbidden section, I suppose.
It would.
Even back before the Najit. So yeah, I would like to look around at the I'd like to look around at the shelves.
Got it.
That are around the
on
altar.
The shelves. You see a large number of Najit and human skulls. They're all in varying forms of varying states of decay. Some of them have the like black soot that is covering some of the like purity clerics. Some of them have been inset with gold and silver.
Sure.
Some of them look entirely human, unchanged
Sure.
whatsoever.
Gotcha.
Make a vigilance check for me.
Oh yes, that perfectly average thing.
You mentioned the thing that you need to know right now already in your talking about it. So I'm going to give you a favor.
Okay. I pass.
Hey. One of the skulls stands out to you for being a little bit misshapen. And upon further inspection, you note that A, it does not have any writing on the forehead. And that is because B, it is an Andaran skull, not a human skull.
It is an Andaran skull. Literally the next thing I was going to ask you after you were done describing was, are there any Hadran skulls? Mm-hmm. So, okay, cool. Glad I was on the right track.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, being drawn to that skull for, Stone is going to pick it up.
Okay. The skull seems
and
lifeless.
He's going to kind of, he's going to kind of look at it and kind of almost like he's not really sure how to do this or what to do. He kind of holds it up to his head and says, "Can you hear me?"
There is no response.
I look at the shelf that the skull came from. Is there anything else on that shelf in that niche?
There is not, although it's clear that people have been taking this skull off. There's dust has been moved away around it.
Sure, got it. So it's cleaner than the other ones around it. Okay,
Yeah.
That would be another good sign. So he's gonna turn the skull around in his hands and see if there's an opening of some kind, obviously, other than the eyes and things like that, but just to see if there's some way that it might interact with the altar somehow.
There does not appear to be a way that it interacts with the altar.
Huh. What kind of skull did you say it was? Andaran?
Andaran.
I don't know any Loken.
That's going to make this interesting. You don't know any Loken?
I don't. So the only things that Stone might know in Loken would be songs.
Okay.
But I guess he would know words from songs in that case. Mm-hmm. He'll say, well, I suppose I leave it to you. Do you want me to make a roll to see if I can string together the phrase "Can you hear me" or something in Loken?
I'm going to say that for story reasons, Stone has to have a working understanding of Loken. Yeah. Just because that's the language every other Hadra would be speaking.
It's sort of like the lingua franca of the Hadran
and maybe you can
Empire,
speak it, but
right?
You can't read or write it. You're not literate,
right? Yeah, and it's I know it to speak it in I don't know a ton of words or anything like that, right? Yeah. It's just enough to get by when interacting with an Andaran.
Yeah.
So he'll repeat the phrase in Loken.
Nothing happens.
And there's no writing on the skull. There's no writing on the altar.
No. Though,
nothing
when you're holding the skull and you're looking at the altar, I mean, it looks just like those other altars that had skulls on them. And the only difference is that the little pedestal that the skull fits on is a little bit larger on this one.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I go put the skull on the altar.
When you put the skull on the altar, you see a dim wavering coming from behind the eye sockets of this skull. And it says, I am the one who shifts between worlds and hinders all who follow. In the human tongue, I speak of love, though what I block is hollow.
Oh shit, it's a riddle. I'm really good at the escape room elements of these puzzles, and I'm going to be very bad at solving a riddle.
Do you want me to type it out for you?
Okay. Yes, please.
I'm going to put it into the AOK Island chat so you can phone
Okay.
a friend.
Yeah, for brevity's sake, I think that's probably the best way to go about this.
The one you just
Okay.
All right, and we are going to have Stone work on that for a second.
Okay.
Oh, I need to grab a pencil.
Okay, so Dorian, you are sitting learning with Yelesnia. Make a cunning check for me.
Any modifiers whatsoever?
Nope. Okay, so as you are going over things, ritualism gets you access to, is it 3 spells?
No, just one.
When you take ritualist, you only get 1 ritual?
Yeah.
Oh.
Correct.
And then when you take it at adept, do you get 2 more?
2 more, total of 3, and then I think master is a total of 6.
Got it. Okay. So, as you are going over things, you have the option right now to write down 2 more rituals, so that you could level up with them later, although you're primarily focusing right now, I understand, on Purging Fire. Any of the other 2, or any of the other rituals from the Barulo's Fire list would be available. I am going to put that in the AOK Island chat right now.
Is Purging Fire Thurgy or
It
Barulo's Fire?
is tech. It's gonna. You're gonna see. It's Barulo's Fire. You can cast it using Barulo's Fire for sure.
Okay. That was going to be my next question with just looking over at what Ritualist said.
Mhm.
Okay, Flame Sermon. Can I decide this later, or for story reasons do I need to look at them and choose them right now?
You can look it over later. That would be fine.
Okay.
But yeah, just before next session, just have picked 2, so that you'll have written down 3 total, and that'll kind of be in your your grimoire, your spell
Just
book.
Strictly through the names that sound coolest to me, I'm thinking Quake, and then either Twin Servants or Flaming Servant. But I want to know what the spells actually do before making a decision.
Oh, sure.
Causing things and
You do need to
Flaming
know
Servant
Flaming
does.
Servant before you can learn Twin Servants. Twin Servants is the upgrade of Flaming Servant.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, like I said, I want to know what
Servant
the
literally gives you it literally gives you an additional character that levels up separately from you. It's like having a
Yeah,
follower.
that sounds really cool. I'll check them out later.
Cool.
Yelesnia, you had said something about whether or not I knew how Barulo fell. And I believe we got a bit distracted with this ritual magics, which I am very thankful for, and I have some more questions there if you don't mind. But how did Barulo fall?
Barulo didn't fall. Barulo was consumed.
By
the very flame that he tried to wield.
And did he become one of these husks that you had mentioned?
The nature of the Aoka is beyond what I think even they understand. Barulo was consumed by the flame, yes. A husk, yes. But I would not call him. I would not call him gone. I would not call him like you said, like these husks. And yes, he is a husk, but more than that. He is still an Aoka.
Fascinating. Now,
it is too hard to explain. Let me show you. She steps towards you and reaches out a bony hand, reaching for your face. Do you allow her to do that?
He kind of like steps back for just a moment.
She pulls her hand a little bit away and says, "I will not hurt you."
All right. And he steps forward, kind of bowing his head a little bit.
She puts her hand on the side of your head, and your vision is filled suddenly with flames and fire, and what you see is an enormous entity sitting at the center of a volcano, completely wreathed in flame, and like gazing out of the volcano at the world with sort of like a blank expression, with like priests, like Indaran high priests, high pyromancers, arrayed around him, like in full prostration, worshipping. And then she pulls her hand away.
Fascinating. I am assuming that they would know of his change. Are they embracing the fact that that is no longer the old Barulo that they knew? Are they? You said that this flame has a will of its own. That over time, it takes them over and almost becomes the body of someone pursuing this eventually becomes consumed and a husk for the flame itself. What does that entail for these people who are worshippers of Barulo, who prostrate themselves around him like this? How is this change affecting the people?
You forget that they themselves practice the flame. The flame is in all of them. And I think it has been a long time since they worshipped Barulo.
They are part of the flame as well.
I think now they worship the flame.
And do you think that what's happening, or what has happened there, threatens to consume the entire world? What is happening within me and you as well?
Future is difficult to see. But that is one of the endings, yes. Her vision snaps up behind you in an instant, just like she's talking with you, and then just immediately, as if there was an explosion on the other side of the room, she is staring at the door. And she says, very calmly, we are about to have company. You should ready yourself. And she stands and walks next to the brazier, at which point the front door bursts open and Theodrana, Archbishop of Knowledge, steps through the door, and you can see, even in her Najit features, fury. And she looks around at what is happening and says, "What is the meaning of this?" She looks at the flame. She looks at Yelesnia's like flame-encrusted head, like flame-engulfed head, and like Aoken tomes laying all around it. And
oh boy,
she says, "Blasphemy. It is all blasphemy. You, Yelesnia, you had better explain yourself now." And Yelesnia, reaches her hand into the brazier, and you can see like her garments that are around her forearm. They don't burn, they just sort of like dissolve into the flame as she reaches her bony hand into it. And she says, "Dearest Archbishop, I'm so glad that you have come to join us. What are your concerns?" And Theodrana is quivering, and says, "This, my concerns, my concern. This is blasphemy. This is Hadron magic. How could you have brought Hadron magic here into this place, into the very heart of diocese knowledge? I cannot believe that you would have done this." Yelesnia says, "Theodrana, you do not need to fear this. Take a breath. Everything is going to be okay." And Theodrana, shaking, says, "No, it's blasphemy. You are hereby excommunicated from..." And with that, Yelesnia grabs the flame and hurls it up towards Theodrana's head, engulfing her in an explosion of black fire. It throws her up against the wall. You can hear bones crack and break, and she falls to the ground. She snaps her head up, and you guys are going to be in initiative, but we're going to go back to Stone real quick. Don, how is that riddle coming?
Why? Why would you do this to me? I have no idea. I have thoughts. I have lines of logic I could follow, but I have no idea. I'm terrible at this.
Sure.
So here's my lines of thinking.
Give me lines of thought. Yeah.
Okay. What can cross between worlds? It's an interesting area to focus on. To Stone's knowledge,
isn't it though?
Yeah. To Stone's knowledge, the only things that can pass between worlds would be something like Anayoka, potentially. Since we know that Rui can move between sort of like their space and everyone else's space. But also souls are apparently somehow able to come between worlds, as we've seen. But what would hinder the things that came after? And then I started getting real esoteric with my thinking, and I was like, what would every single world have, and what would connect it to Rui, who is known as the Law, as I recall? Well, everywhere's got to have rules. Everywhere has to have some kind of set of things that make it function as a place. And having those rules would potentially make it more difficult to travel between worlds, since there are rules in those worlds. And yeah, like I said, I think I started thinking about it a little too hard.
Okay. I am going to have you make a cunning check.
Oh no.
You can do this with favor.
Okay.
Still a 5, I know.
Yes, it's still a 5. Yeah, no. No.
What were your 2 rolls? It was an 8 and a what?
And an
15.
8 and a 15.
Right. So, Stone, you're not a smart man.
No.
You try.
Clearly not a smart man.
What I will tell you...
Which is why wisdom was a funny thing to say.
Smart and wise are very different things.
Fair enough.
Stone, I will say that when you are thinking about it, as you are thinking about the word worlds in Old Loken, worlds is like an interesting interpretation of that word.
Okay.
It's a word that's used also to mean like realms or even like rooms of a house. That would be like a very archaic way of saying it, but like could be rooms of a house. So think a little bit smaller in terms of worlds. And we're going to go to Anastas.
Okay, I'm deeply confused too. So
Anastas,
yeah.
you have Theodrana of Archbishop Theodrana standing before you. Theodrana is livid. She says, "It's sedition. It's sedition. It's blasphemy and sedition. They were right about
blasphemy.
you.
Silence yourself now before the promised law, or find yourself rent like Nikitas was the night before. I will hear no blasphemy come from your wretched mouth, demon, as you rewrite the pilgrim from our stories, as you curse these halls, as Dominican lays here being prescribed as we speak."
As you are like having this tirade, as you're laying into her, you watch her body engulf in flame for a moment and get thrown up against the door where it crumples down to the ground. All right, I am going to have to put some things into place here for our battle. And just give me a minute or two.
That was one fuck of a tongue lashing. Litter on fire and litter on fire.
And Astas is like, damn, I've really hit him with that sauce, dude.
Okay, all right. So we've got a Theodrana here, and we've got some like Nijit commoners. Sure, great, fine. Okay, and then over here, yeah, we've got a few Nijit commoners, and then a Theodrana and a Yelesnia. And okay. And we're just gonna put stone up here.
Wait, I'm on this battle map.
Sure.
No.
I will say that the connections between the rooms we're going to use as kind of representational. But that, yeah, don't get too hung up on the details. What I say matters more than what is on the board.
Okay.
Understood.
What beast? I saw myself for but a moment, and then I've since lost myself.
Anastas, are you really at that low health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
I got ideas.
Once
Did
a month,
Anastas, can you see my my ping?
I can see your ping. I can't see my character model there, but
You can't. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to. You can't see your character model or anything?
I can see Stone. I can see everything Stone can see, it looks like. So, like, if you see, I can see Stone here, and then I can see a little bit into this room.
No. Scroll down.
Yeah.
And you don't.
I see where your cursor is. I cannot.
Oh.
It's like I only have Stone's.
Why do you have access to what Stone can see?
Oh, I have access to Stone entirely.
Get thee gone.
I can move Stone.
Yeah, same for me. I'm moving him right now.
I think we had to for a mission or something, and we just never changed that.
Weird.
Token name, display name.
Now I've got me over here, and I can no longer see what. No, actually, I can.
So, Talon, try hitting escape.
Reload application or log out.
Oh. So Peach, you just moved Anastas.
Yeah, I can see and move all three of the characters.
Oh, that's weird. Why would that be? Why?
Oh, but now I can see myself for some reason.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good enough for me. Everyone, if you could just toggle yourself as active for combat, that would be fantastic. Let's get some combat music going on here. The Najit commoners will all go together.
Man, I hope y'all are ready for some insane riddle solving turns.
Insane. Blistering.
It's gonna be hard to take your eyes away. It'll make for some great television.
Okay, all right. So, in an interesting turn of events, for the first time, I think, ever, we have Theodrana going first prior to Dorian, because she's got an 18 to Dorian's 16.
And somehow, Stone is not last. It's a miracle.
Okay.
Jesus, she gets an 18?
Yes.
Well, she's gonna be very quick.
Okay. So what Theodrana does is she holds up her hands and an aura starts pressing out from her, and she lets out a shriek. I have to make a successful. Well, she just does it. Okay. Affects all cultural beings. Remains active. Yeah. Okay. So everybody is going to take 1d8 damage.
Are you fucking for real?
There's no defense against this?
There is not a defense against it. So anyone that is caught in the aura is going to take 3 damage right away. This like necrotic energy starts seeping in. Dorian goes down, falling unconscious to the ground. These 2 clerics also start writhing in pain, although they are still alive. Okay. All right, and Dorian, it is your turn.
They have to roll a death save?
Yep, exactly. It's just a d20 roll. Get a 10 or higher.
Nope.
You inch 1 step closer to death.
No.
Oh, you are totally correct. You hang on for 1 more turn. Okay. All right, Anastas, your turn.
Anastas is going to plead to the Theurges and the mind still around him and say, if you wish to be free from your agony, if you hear me and wish to support our cause, I need help. And will Constantine come to me? And I will attack Theodrana.
Okay, sounds good. So her, it's a -7 when you attack her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She's fast.
She is exceptionally cunning. And is getting to use that for, like, basically everything.
Basically everything. Okay.
Tactician's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to enrage.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Absolutely.
Yep. -7. Advantage damage roll plus 1d6. Critical.
Okay. Do you want to make an extra attack, or do you want to put her onto the ground?
Shit. I mean, extra attack, I think, is the move.
Okay.
Right? I mean, yeah. I've never critical attack, I think. So what would be the best? Can she cast spells on the ground? Is there any?
Yes, she can cast spells on the ground.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna try to. Yeah, we're gonna. And as I'm like, oh well, let's attack. Let's attack first.
Okay.
Sorry, is it my turn?
No, it's.
Oh, thank God.
Critical.
Everyone stopped talking and was like, "Oh no, please no."
Okay. Did not pass the second one.
All right, so Anastas, describe this. You did more than half of her damage.
I lash into her, I call out for help, and I was like, I will beat the pilgrim's name into your bones. I will turn you to ink and draw her name all over these halls.
Excellent.
And I just start smashing.
Yeah. Okay, so... Who is next? Stone, it is your turn.
Oh, no. So I won't lie to you right now.
Make another cunning test.
I am having the most stoned conversation with ChatGPT of all time.
Don is trying to solve this riddle, and he just said, I am having the most stoned conversation with ChatGPT of all time right now. All right. So,
it has had many helpful answers.
Okay.
We've been working through it together, you know?
Uh-huh.
So, the first thing it came up with was turnstile. I did not feel that turnstile was appropriate in this context, so I said redo that answer, but in a fantasy context. it gave me Veil, and then Threshold. I feel like it's missing the point of the second line, and I cannot understand how to give it more to work off of, which is basically where I'm at. Because
I will
to
say
me,
it is incredibly close.
it is incredibly close.
Incredibly close.
Because the things that came to me, right, were like a door, right? Because that's the thing that could open either way, right?
Dom.
But it
Dom.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Is it just door?
No. It's
No?
not just door.
Oh my god. I have something to say once you're.
Like a what?
It is a door.
Doorway? A door? Oh my god! I hate you so desperately. You disgust me.
All right, so Stone.
Great
What's up?
riddle. What a great riddle that was.
I'm very sorry.
Uh-huh.
My turn does not end when I miss an attack.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
I got
sorry.
a bunch of shit that can happen.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's my so when I miss, I get a chance to ram strong versus strong.
Okay. My strong, and I have no way of doing anything other than strong.
No, strong versus strong.
Give me a second.
Yo, hip check this lady into next week.
Okay, sounds good. My strong is 5.
My strong is 16.
You
What
have
does
plus
that mean?
5.
You're
That
gonna
means
hip
that
check
you
her
will
in the
only
next
fail on a
century.
20.
Okay.
Hey, don't lay that bad juju down.
Plus 5. I
Okay.
succeed.
You succeed.
She is knocked 5 feet back, and in the space, I get a free attack. That was huge.
Okay.
Good lord.
Oh my god.
I cannot make more than one ram attack per turn.
And again, -7.
Yeah, this isn't
Yeah.
Lancer.
I did not succeed on that, but
Okay. So you throw her back, though, and she stumbles out through the door and into the next chamber of the archives over here, where there's also some other Najit that are processing. They see this happen and are just completely aghast. One of them gets up and grabs the skull that it was working on and like cradles it like a baby and runs into the back corner. The other one just shrieks in terror. And all right, we are back at Stone. Stone, you
Yes.
say a door?
A door.
At which point
Yeah, a door.
a previously unseen seam of this gate opens, allowing you access into the archives beyond.
Stone puts the skull back in its niche, shakes his head, and says, "That was a bit literal."
All right. So, right now you can test Vigilant.
oh,
Well, you have to do you have to do 2 things. First off, you have to test Resolute for the Blessing of the Aoka. This is going
Sure.
to be, you've got 6 blessings, so this is at -4.
Yeah, I might pump an essence in. Do I have to use that before I roll?
Yes.
I do have to do that before I roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at something because I have a lot of blessings right now, and one of them is Tiberial's, which is getting to know the outcome of a roll before I make a roll.
Ooh, okay.
once.
oh,
I think so. I mean, that's really powerful, the place to use it, but I also kind of feel like I don't want to fail this check. This feels like... so it's like, do I burn an essence or do I burn this? And I think that I burn this because an essence is more universally useful. But I might end up using both.
Have you
I don't
had
have any
one of the
curses
curses
yet. Fuck it.
Okay.
No, I don't have any curses yet.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna we're gonna raw
Fuck
dog
it,
this roll.
we roll.
Oh, actually though, reading the rest, Ernon's Blessing, reroll any one resolute check in the future. I assume that means I could use it after I roll.
You could.
So,
Yep.
we're gonna go with that. Okay. Yeah, failed by 1. Dang.
Did you
We're
do
gonna
the minus
burn
4?
Ernon's Blessing. I also didn't do the minus 4, so I failed by
Failed by 5.
a lot more.
Yeah. So,
Well,
I mean,
I
it's a
guess
12.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Yeah.
It is a 12.
You got better than a
Okay.
50-50.
I am gonna burn. Yep, I'm gonna burn Ernon's Blessing to re-roll.
Okay.
I think that's fine. And we will re-roll one more with minus 4 this time because that's just how we roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we succeed.
Okay.
Thank you,
So-
Ernon.
You do get the blessing, which means that you get to roll a vigilant check right now. No modifiers.
Before I get the blessing.
The blessing is this vigilant check. The vigilant check determines how much good you get.
How much
Oh
good?
no. Okay.
Hey. Okay.
Oh wow.
You step into the Forbidden Archives. The first thing that you hear is whimpering coming from inside here and laughing. Crazed heads that have gone completely insane rest in here. You hear footsteps coming up behind you down that long corridor. You do not have a whole lot of time here. You see 3 skulls looking out at you right now. One is completely crazed and insane, is babbling. One is entirely black, and the other one looks fresh and still has scraps of flesh hanging off of it. Which would you like to pick up?
Uh-huh. Oh, God. But I don't recognize it. It's not like Constantine or something?
Nope.
Oh, man. Have to grab the... Oh, this is the grab the right skull thing? Not the puzzle? Yo!
Man, I don't make the rules.
Oh.
That's a complete lie. I absolutely.
So wait, my vigilant check showed me that and doesn't give me anything else?
Yep.
What if? I'm just throwing this out there.
Oh, for
It's
fuck's
just-
sake.
As punny as the riddle, and it's literally the right skull.
Oh,
Oh my god, I would
grab the right skull.
I might.
Which is the
What's the
fresh
furthest
one.
right skull? Which one
Well,
is
from
that?
left to right, it is the crazed skull, the black skull, and
Oh,
the fresh
no.
skull is completely on the right.
The black
the fresh
skull's the
skull.
oldest one.
The fresh skull is. Yeah, that was my thought. But grab the right skull. Now we're trying to interpret. Oh my god, is there any dust on this niche?
And the knowledge that this skull has. Sorry if it's okay, we're not supposed to be talking. But
No, it's fine. The knowledge of the skull is your reward, is the blessing. They
The
all
blessing.
have a piece of knowledge that will be interesting.
Okay, but they are all interesting. There's not like
Yes.
we're not. It's not like a right or wrong answer. Okay,
Correct.
that makes me feel way better. We're definitely gonna grab the black skull.
You
The black
don't-
skull whispers to you that the Najit orthodoxy is based on a lie. Corruption means that nothing is eternal. Us least of all. It was based on a lie. Everything was based on a lie. As it whispers these words into your ear, you hear, "What are you doing in here?" Theodrana, Archbishop of House Order, or of House Knowledge.
What is going on here?
Appears at the door behind you. Okay. So this Najit Thayer grabs Dorian and pulls him aside, healing him for 6. You heal 5 HP. This one just rushes up to Theodrana and attempts to make an attack, but is thrown off to the side. Who do I have left? And then Yelesnia goes. Yelesnia wreathes herself in flame. The black flame extends down to her robes. Everything that she is wearing, besides the skeleton underneath, dissolves into black fire. Okay. And she strides forward towards Theodrana and reaches out to grab her by the throat. Right. Theodrana then responds. So she stands up, and her thing... no. Okay, so she needs to make a... Okay, so... Anastas, you made an attack against her. I am going to have you make a strong versus her resolute check to see if she maintains concentration while this happens. So if you could just make a strong check at -5.
Critical.
Okay, so her being knocked on her ass like this, her spell has completely gone. She sits back up. Man, who does she think is more of an issue right now? Okay, so Anastas, you are cursed. Okay. So that this has happened to Anastas before, yes?
What? Cursed?
Yeah.
I've got like disfavor or what?
Yeah. So you have disfavor on
order
all.
guy did to me.
Is exactly what the order guy did to you.
Okay.
So you have disfavor on all checks going forward until that ends. Okay. This Theodrana that is by stone steps forward. What are you doing here? She can clearly see you, also. For what it's worth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I fully understand. So is Stone like holding the black skull right now?
Yes.
And
this is just a fancy looking skeleton.
He holds it, and he looks up at her and says, "Have you heard this?"
And so she's peering through in the darkness at you, and as she steps closer and realizes how large you are and what you are, she starts shaking. It's Ahadra! It's Ahadra! And she throws her hands up. You're gonna make a... you're dodging her attack right now. This is at -8. And Yelesnia is gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, no. I do get prot 4 though.
Okay. So she is with that attack dealing 6 damage. So she deals 2 damage to you, and you are thrown backwards. Same thing happens to Yelesnia. She is thrown backwards, but a lash of that black fire explodes when this happens, dealing damage to Theodrana as well. Okay.
All
right, and she protects 4 of it, so she's at 8 over here, and at... Awesome. Okay. Next, Dorian. Dorian, you are up at 5.
Dorian gasps and kind of stumbles back to his feet, taking in his surroundings, and then sees the bitch that just knocked him unconscious with that scream, nods to the Najit that just got him up. Mm-hmm. Thank you, friend. And then turns and hurls the flame towards Theodrana.
Excellent. Okay, so she's -7.
Oh boy. Nope.
Okay, so as your brimstone cascade hurls at her, she uses that same sort of force energy that she was using, and she just like redirects it to the side.
But as she does, if the mystic fails the test on a cascade, it still deals 1d6 damage.
Okay, roll your d6.
Because it's like exploding near them instead of against them.
Yeah, for sure.
4
points of fire damage.
Okay,
Nice.
She has protection 4, so she does deflect all of it.
He can protect against fire?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's just the first time I've seen this.
Yes,
this
yeah.
game.
So she has a magical ward that is her protection.
Sure.
That's not
no problem.
Physical, not armor.
I was just curious.
All right, Anastas.
Anastas takes a predatory pounce. Or 9.
Okay, so that Theodrana is destroyed. What does this look like?
Oh, Anastas like puts the wheel down and like stomps it into the earth, and then gets on all 4s and like crawls around like the walls and ceiling, and then gets above her 2 feet, stomps into the ground, and then just starts shredding it to pieces. Tearing the bones, tearing the gold away, crushing the skull, smashing just like complete primal animalistic destruction.
Theodrana lets out a shriek. This shriek echoes through the archives. Everyone can hear it. It's like an alarm. It comes from all 3 of the instances of Theodrana that you all can see right now. And they all drop to their knees. The one that is in front of Stone and the one that is in front of Yelesnia are still alive, but they are incapacitated for the next round.
Oh, good.
Stone, your turn.
Stone, seeing this and still holding the skull, is going to walk up to this thing and is going to look down and say, "You won't believe it coming from me, but perhaps from one of your own." And he holds the skull up in front of her and says, "Say the words."
It was all a lie. Anything else?
He will heft his club in his hands as she is incapacitated and will say, "And now go to whatever rest you can." And he's going to smash her with his hammer.
Okay. So you it's going to be -0 because she can't dodge at all, and you have favor on this because she's
Understood.
should mean that you can't fail. Okay. And your damage?
Oh, I just rolled a strong. Silly me. Here, I'll just roll this for damage if that's cool. Why is it not letting me roll it? I've got the weapon. Oh, it's under my attacks, isn't it? There we go. I'm being silly. 6 damage.
6 damage. Excellent. She attacks 4 of that. Awesome. Who is next?
Najit.
Allies. Okay. So, this Najit stands up, and says, "Oh my God, that means one of her is. There's still 5 more. You should make it out. You should escape while you can." To which Yelesnia says, "We are not going to be running." And she walks up to this Theodrana, and she pours black fire energy into her, screaming while she does so. Theodrana's body is evaporated. It disintegrates into black floating ash and smoke as the black flame entirely destroys her. Yelesnia lets out a long scream, even past when Theodrana is gone on the ground, and she turns to her acolytes that are in the room, and she says, "Diocese knowledge will be ours." And she marches through the door, and they turn to Dorian, and then to each other, and they follow her out the door. When this happens, she gets out into this main courtyard area, and she shouts, "Theodrana has chosen death, and we will bring it to her." And acolytes start coming out of the woodwork. They're all over the place until she has a retinue of probably 24 clerics following her down the corridors. Dorian, what would you like to do?
He's kind of blown away by that and follows.
Okay, sounds good. It is your turn. Are you just going to use your turn to follow, or is there anything else you want to do?
Can I scoop up those Indaran books?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that before I leave this room.
Beautiful.
Dorian starts walking out of the door he's got the brimstone cascade going, and then he stops. Turns around and camera pans to the books, and it refocuses, and then Dorian takes a step back into the room, and
be an awful shame to leave those behind.
We go to Anastas. Anastas, Theodrana is destroyed in front of you.
Brushes themselves off, marches back into the room. Takes Dominican's skull off the pedestal and places it in their chest.
You can see that one of the Thayer that you were talking with is holding a skull in his hand. A skull none other than Constantine, your ward.
I walk over to the Thayerge and I say, "Thank you, little one. Would you please be so kind?"
Yes, and he hands you Constantine's skull. Constantine weakly says, "Anastas."
"You are safe. Rest now."
"No, he knows. The Pontiff knows. He's going to come after us. You must warn the others."
We are
He's
well prepared.
super weak.
We are well prepared, Constantine. Please.
Right?
You two. I at once wished to bring you great harm, to erase your stain. However, I will give you a chance to redeem yourself. Theodrana will be no more this evening, and you will undo the work you have done. The next these doors open, it will be Anastas the Wheel, and you will meet salvation, or you will meet oblivion. And I walk out the room.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Let's get this going on. Oh fuck it, whatever. It's fine. Who's
Dark
next?
Souls boss music.
Stone, you are next. Theodrana is still
it is me.
alive.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. I only did 2 damage to her, right?
No, you did more than that, but continue.
So she's not dead?
She's not dead.
But she's not doing anything?
She is completely stunned because 2 of her other forms have just been annihilated.
Sure. I wonder how hard it would be to pull her head off. Do I want to try to pull her head off? Kind of want to.
You want to try something?
If you want to try to pull her head off, you are welcome to do so.
Maybe smash her with your hammer, and then.
I think I'm just gonna hit her with the hammer. Yeah, let's just hit her with the hammer.
Let's not get crazy here.
Let's
do what we know.
Let's not muck about. Do I still
right.
got favor?
Yep.
Oh wait, no. Here, we're gonna do this the right way. Still got favor.
Yeah. She got taken out last turn too.
But not advantage. Just favor.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I take advantage.
Show.
In fact, I probably should have given you advantage last
Alrighty.
time, not favor. Oh well. Mistakes were made.
Whatever.
You're gonna, yeah, okay, so
I
that's
do
it.
13 damage.
How do you do this?
So he looks down at her and he's still holding the skull in one of his 4 hands and hefting the club in some of the others. And he looks down at her quivering form and he kind of cocks his head at her and he says, "You would continue to persist in this, having heard truth."
All truth is a lie. All right. Anything else, Stone?
No. He'll
Okay.
just look down at her. He'll grasp the hammer in all 4 of his hands and he will bring it down on her head.
Her head explodes in bone and shrapnel all across the room. All right. At this point, we are out of combat. Are you guys gonna try and regroup? What's the? I guess I'll say that when you get out into the actual archives itself, it is pandemonium. Black fireballs are being thrown. There is like Najit, like clerics, like channeling magic, and what would be called miracles at each other, trying to keep each other up. It is a full civil war between followers of Yelesnia and Theodrana's worshippers. Dorian, as you get out into like the sort of the central courtyard area, you find Yelesnia locked in combat with another avatar of Theodrana who has emerged with several more supporters, including some like huge knights of like the paladins of diocese knowledge that are cutting into these newly minted Blackfire Najit. They are not paying attention to you. What would you like to do?
Do I have any idea where my friends may have gone?
Yes, you were there when they were given the instructions of where they would be going.
Okay, I'm going to start heading.
You also know where the exit is. Up into the upper city.
Okay, I think I'm going to start heading towards wherever I knew that Anastas was.
Okay, sounds good.
As I pass by, though, I'm going to give, like, a parting glance towards Yelesnia and, like, nod my head towards her. And then, as I'm escaping, can I attempt to, like, participate and help in this fight by hucking another brimstone at the one she's currently fighting?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I just want to try and assist while I get out of here.
Yep.
And that's still -8, or is this
-7?
0? -7. Okay. It's worth a shot.
Hey.
Okay. So, Yelesnia and this other Theodrana are locked in combat. She's like kind of like summoned a wheel of black fire that she's trying to wrap around Theodrana, who's like holding it off with that force magic that she has. And your attack just gets deflected by that force magic. She's already holding it up, trying to hold fire at bay, and yours is just a drop in the bucket compared to the clear, like, insane amounts of fire that Yelesnia is summoning right now.
And then I just want to get, like, as far towards this exit as I can.
Excellent. Yeah, you're able to get out and through there. Like I said, we're not really in combat right now.
You got it.
So, okay. Next, Stone or Anastas, what are you trying to do?
I have got Dominican and I've got Constantine with me.
Yes.
Dominican, is there anyone else you wish or we should remove from this place?
Everyone here can burn for all I care.
Understood. And burn they shall.
And burn they shall, because you can see that black fire is engulfing large.
I imagine that's like what sparked the comment.
What I want to say is that you can see that like huge shelves of the archive are like being engulfed in this flame as this battle takes place. You watch a Najit get like thrown into one of them. Skulls fall off and are crashing and cracking on the ground.
I'm going to rush towards where I left Dorian and Yelesnia.
Great. Stone, what are you doing?
I am going to be trying to I'm going to be trying to go back to the room where we had all last been together. Yelesnia's kind of like study room.
Yeah. So you all sort of meet each other in an area just outside of that main courtyard where all the high priests were. This is sort of like a central connecting chamber. There are various statues and things. Battle seems to have calmed down a little bit here, and is mostly spilling out into like the wings. But where you are right now, there's like a few Najit lying dead on the ground, lifeless, unmoving. I guess they're already dead, unmoving on the ground. And you have the exit to the upper city right there. What would you all like to do?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Things have changed since I've been downstairs, I see.
You could certainly say that. I vote we get the hell out of here. There is
I met the
a coup
Archbishop.
happening right now.
I killed her.
You killed one of her.
There's a total of 8 around here, apparently.
Then perhaps we should vacate this position.
Dominican says, I always said she was a micromanager. 8 bodies. Ridiculous.
You'll
Who is
forgive
that?
me.
New favorite character unlocked.
Dorian.
Oh, and Stone is wearing the black skull on his belt, by the by.
Everybody's got skulls right now.
Everyone comes back. We just have to get the hell out of here. We will discuss the skulls later.
Dorian.
Let's go. What?
Dorian.
What?
Anastas hands you the skull of Constantine.
He's
Take
alive.
this. He's weak. He needs much time to recover. But this is not a battlefield that I can retreat from. And I run to Elesnia.
Okay. Stone and Dorian, you watch as Anastas walks into the room where Yelesnia is doing battle with Theodrana and all of her forces, and starts shredding into some poor, unsuspecting Najid clerics. What would you like to
Stone
do?
looks at Dorian and says, do you feel any need to participate?
Oh. I don't get. No, let's just go. Anastas can handle
Agreed.
himself.
Absolutely, they can.
All right. Stone and Dorian, you head out. Are you going to head out through the basement entrance where you came in, or through the upper city entrance?
We were going to the upper city after this for
They're
what
both
reason?
so bad.
To go.
Because
Oh.
you've got like 3 more shrines that you need to get to up here.
And they're
Yeah,
all in the upper
we don't have-
city.
Are all in the upper city.
Yeah.
I mean, I can pass unnoticed, and you have your disguise. We're just gonna have to hope for the best. I also think that being either invisible or a nondescript looking Najit might actually serve us better than literally walking around with Anastas right now.
Can we make like a quick thing before Anastas plowed into all of these people?
Sure, you can.
Please.
Can I like grab onto Anastas's arm before he plunges into the depths?
I will say that
battle?
you can shout after Anastas.
Anastas, where do we meet you? Where can we go in the upper city?
Should we be victorious here, you will meet us here. Should I fail, you should leave and never return.
Let's just get the hell out of here.
I
We'll figure it
think
out once we're
neither
topside.
of those are good options. Yes.
Okay. You
What would
rush.
you propose?
I would propose we find the nearest shrine as swiftly as possible and as discreetly as possible.
We have to get topside.
Yes, we need to go up.
You emerge out into the upper city square. Behind you, the sounds of combat still ringing from Diocese Knowledge and the archives. You can see black fire is engulfing at least one of the wings of the archives, and it is with horror that you watch part of this building burn, hoping that the fire doesn't spread. And then you feel shifting under your feet. feel something rocking. Give me a second. There is a force within you. Stone, you feel this most strongly, but Dorian, you can feel it too, that is resonating with that shaking within the earth. You hear that loud, low roar. That same loud, low roar that you heard while you were down in the Tomb of the Emperor a few days ago. But you feel it ringing inside of you. And in the square, in the center of the upper city, you see a pit yawn open. Not in lights or in great explosion, but it simply gapes, sending cracks through the stone. Looking into it makes you sick, like vertigo and motion sickness all together. It is grotesque and horrible, and you have no idea why. It just is. Silently, unceremoniously wrong. It is an easy thing for you to hate. And you know that at the bottom of that pit lies whatever created that sound. And that is where we are going to end today's session. For those of you online, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you all next week.